look at you. Where are you just coming back from all beautiful and dressed up? You look amazing. Thanks, Sandra. I'm just returning from a friend's birthday party. I thought I should stop by quickly before heading home. Oh, that's fine. How was it? Hope you had fun? Yes, I had fun. Good. Tell me the important part. Did you get noticed by a man? Did anyone approach you? No one approached me. It seems like most of the guys there came with their partner. Everyone was coupled up, holding hands, and dancing together. I am getting fed up of looking for a man. I keep going to these events hoping to meet a man, but it's always the same story. Where are all the good single men hiding? Your case is getting out of hand, Laura. 3 years is a long time to be this focused on searching with no result. I'm telling you, if care is not taken, you may not see a partner. So what am I supposed to do? Look, if all the good ones are already taken, maybe you need to stop waiting for a man. Maybe you need to start snatching people's man. I'm serious. You have to be strategic. Snatching? Sandra. That sounds terrible. How could you even advise me to do such a thing? Look, I'm just saying you need to be aggressive about what you want. Do you genuinely want to get linked up or not? Do you like being single? You've been single for more than 3 years now. If you see something you like, you have to go for it. The polite route clearly isn't working. Of course, I would love to get a man. I want someone to build a future with, someone to go home to. I hate the thought of being alone forever. But I promise, I am going to think about your advice. I need to figure out a new strategy. Thanks for the wake-up call, even if it was a little harsh. You know what your problem is, Laura. You're fishing in the wrong ponds. You keep going to the same old, cheap, overcrowded parties. Well, where else am I supposed to go? I don't want to go clubbing anymore. You need to change your environment, girl. You have to go where the men with money and ambition hang out. Think strategically. I advise you to start going from one classy restaurant to another. What? Just sitting alone in a restaurant or what? You may go alone or with friends. Dress up, go with 1 or 2 of our more stylish friends, and you sit where you can be seen. You order a drink and you look like you belong there. These high-end spots are where you can surely find men who are serious about life. That sounds exhausting and expensive. And what if I don't see anyone? It's an investment. You pay for the chance to meet a quality man who owns his own house and is ready to settle down, not some guy sharing a flat with 3 roommates. It's a targeted search, Laura. Don't be afraid to elevate your hunting. I see your point about location. Exactly. Elevate your strategy. 3 years of passive waiting will soon be over. I'm walking into that restaurant tonight not to be seen, but to select. I need a man. I know Sandra's advice sounds drastic. My need for a partner outweighs my fear of seeming aggressive. Tonight, I change the narrative. I see all the men in their nice dresses, just like Sandra said. They look rich. They look successful. But wait. I see them with their partners. They are all holding hands. They are whispering close together. Every good man here is already taken. This is worse than the cheap parties. I spent so much money to see this. I am just watching date night happen. This is an anniversary convention, not a place to find single men. My whole expensive plan failed. I feel very stupid. Wasted time.
Darling, it's officially 1 month today. 30 days of being officially Mr. and Mrs.
Sincerely, I can't remember life before you were my wife. Honestly, honey, the last 4 weeks have been constant stream of peace and joy.
Mine too. I just look at you sometimes and think, it's the Lord that made it possible. Every single hurdle we overcame, every delay, every difficult moment in our journey, it was all worth it because He led us right here.
And I thank God for your strength, your wisdom, and the love you poured into our home. Looking ahead, I am so excited for our future.
I wish us many more decades together, my love, full of laughter, success, and continued favor in everything we do. May God continue to make our path straight and our house strong.
May our union always be a source of glory and a testimony to his faithfulness. Happy 1-month anniversary.
I'm wasting my time here seeing couples smiling at each other. Sandra's advice was terrible. This is not a place to find a single man. It is a waste of my time. I have to leave this place right now. I cannot sit here one more minute feeling like an idiot. I will get a taxi and check the next restaurant. Maybe the one near the harbor is better. I need to see what is happening there. But this place. I am done. This is so disappointing. I cannot believe it. This whole place is dry tonight. I see no one to link up with. Just a few people sitting far away. I rushed here, I spent more money on another taxi, and it was completely useless. I thought this was the new, smart plan. I thought this was the place where the successful men would be. It is just another failure. I am starting to feel very tired. All this effort and all this money is for nothing. I just want to go home and forget this whole idea. This search is hopeless. So good to finally catch up properly, Laura. How have you been? How is work? It has been too long, Sharon. Life is just so busy. Work is fine. How about you? How is work? It's hectic. We just launched a huge campaign for a major client, so the hours have been killer. But I can't complain. The paychecks are keeping up. But we just have to work. I can tell. You look completely relaxed, glowing even. Your skin is flawless, and is that a new watch? You always seem to be thriving. My life, however, is a repetitive cycle of work, home, and sad attempts at dating that go nowhere. Don't say that. You're beautiful and smart. It will happen. Will it? I'm starting to think the dating pool is actually a desert. I was at a party the other day, dressed up, ready to meet someone, and every single man I found interesting was either married, engaged, or holding hands with their partner. I'm just fed up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You aren't doing anything wrong. It's just timing. The good men are out there, but they are often focused and busy. Busy and invisible. Speaking of good men, I haven't seen your fiancé, Dave. Yes, we're doing great. He is a busy man, that's why you haven't seen him. Why? Does he not work here in this city? He doesn't work or stay in our city. Not permanently anyway. He only comes down for about a week every month, sometimes 2 weeks if he can swing it. That's why we haven't been out much publicly. Far? How far is his place of work that he is only here once a month? Is he working across the country? Even further than that, sometimes. He works out of the capital and sometimes international sites, depending on the project. He works in an oil and gas firm. Oil and gas. Wow. That's interesting. You mean, he works directly in the industry? Yes, he does. It's a demanding field, but it's very rewarding for him. The rotational schedule is tough, but we manage with constant communication, and it makes the time we do spend together incredibly valuable. Wow. Your man is really spoiling you, Sharon. He is indeed spoiling you. Now I understand why you always look so fresh and why you buy new dresses and bags so often. I am blessed, I won't deny that. Dave is incredibly generous. He loves to see me happy and comfortable. He says it's important that I focus on my career without worrying about basic things. As for me, I worry about paying my bills every month. Practical and rich. That's the best combination. But seriously, Sharon, that's amazing. You prayed for a good man, and your prayer has manifested. I thank God for directing him into my life. I truly do. Every single prayer I prayed about my future partner, Dave ticked the box. I believe in divine direction. I didn't have to search in fancy restaurants or play games. God brought him to me. I don't believe that, Sharon. Not entirely. No offense, but you can't just say God did it and erase all the effort that goes into meeting and keeping a man who is at that level. You must have worked some magic. Did you pray for oil and gas, specifically? What do you mean, you don't believe? You don't believe in God's power to connect people? I didn't pray for a sector, I prayed for a man of integrity, vision, and stability. Dave is exactly that. And I assure you, it was all God's favor. Okay. Favor, then. But let me see the favor, Sharon. I need proof of concept, as my boss would say. Can you tell me his social media handle? I need to see this man who is into my friend's life. Of course. Why not? I have nothing to hide. You're my friend. Go ahead. His handle on X is Dave_01. No secrets. Oh my God, Sharon. What? What do you see? I have viewed his profile. He recently traveled to Toronto and enjoyed boat trips, among other professional pictures. Wow. He is a fine man. And you weren't exaggerating about the lifestyle. He really is established. God is faithful. Stop stressing and start trusting. He knows the desires of your heart. I think you're right. Maybe my strategy of aggressive hunting in expensive bars needs to be revisited. I have a lot to think about. Sandra, you will not believe what my friend, Sharon, has been enjoying all this while. I finally know her secret. I've been wondering for months what the source of her continuous glowing is, the new shoes, the designer bags, the relaxed attitude. Well, I could have told you it wasn't just vitamins. You don't sustain that kind of fresh look on a regular salary. It takes financial backing. So, what is it? Did she win a huge amount of money? No, not her. It is her man. Her fiancé, Dave, has been her source of joy. Sandra, guess where he works? Just guess. Telecoms? No, bigger. He works in an oil and gas company. He's high up in operations management. He flies in and out of the country on a rotational basis. Oil and gas. That is massive. That's the caliber of man I was talking about when I told you to go to the high-end spots. They don't have time to mess around. Exactly. I went through his X page, and his lifestyle is ridiculous. The trips, the professional connections. He is definitely the type of stable, financially established man I need. Sandra, I am serious. I would love to be with this kind of man. I need that kind of security and support. Then this is your opportunity. The universe is practically handing you a target. You better be smart and act fast on the guy. This isn't about wishing anymore. It's about seizing the opportunity. But what about Sharon? He's her fiancé. How can you even suggest that? Don't be shocked. After all, there's nothing new under the sun. They are not married. You think Sharon invented loyalty? You are single and actively looking for a quality man. You cannot afford to dull yourself. You are still single after 3 years. Sharon's fiancé is only here once a month. Absence does not make the heart grow fonder, it makes it wander. Since you already have his social media handle, I will give you the scope. We need a strategy. You need to start subtly engaging with his content. Not aggressively, but intelligently. Like, comment on a career post, ask a professional question, something that shows you are ambitious, not just after his money. He sees you as a fellow high achiever, not some random girl. Once he starts noticing your intelligent comments on his post, you move to the DM. Ask him for advice on your career. You need to create a private communication channel that has nothing to do with Sharon. That is incredibly calculated. It's called strategy. You need to make yourself an option he can think about when he's away from Sharon. You need to become a compelling intellectual and physical option. You are beautiful, Laura. You just need to apply that beauty with a strategic mind. Wow. You just opened my eyes. Exactly. Now, go home. Study his profile. Study his work. Craft your first professional inquiry, like and comment on his post. Let the professional chat lead to personal. This is how you win. You can't wait for God to drop an oil and gas executive on your doorstep. This is a lot. I need to be proactive. I don't care if it means snatching someone else's man. I will snatch it. Sharon is secured, but I need to be secured, too. No more waiting. I need to act now. I will open his profile and send that message right away. The game starts tonight.
She works in finance. Interesting. I wonder if she is a colleague. She liked and commented on my post, so I am curious to find out who she is. Wow, this is getting intense. For weeks now, Laura has been everywhere liking every post, commenting, and now this message in my DM. She is saying how much she truly admires me and wants us to connect more deeply. She is being very forward and affectionate. She's smart, I'll give her that, with her finance background. But no, I won't fall for this trap. I have Sharon. I have a woman already in my life, and we are getting married soon. I need to ignore this before it goes too far. Sweetie, there's something I need to talk to you about.
What is it?
I've had a lady on my social media acting very inappropriately, and it has escalated. She's been intensely engaging with my profile.
Really? Who is this person? What exactly do you mean by intense?
I mean, she's been liking every single post, leaving very flattering comments, and she recently started coming to my direct messages. She's been very forward and affectionate, saying how much she admires me and wants us to connect more deeply. It crossed the line from professional admiration to something else entirely.
What? That's unbelievable. You should block her immediately. Can I see the messages? I want to see what kind of woman thinks she can just jump into my fiancé's life like that.
I figured you would want to see. Here. Look at the conversation history and then check the profile.
Wait. Dave, this is not possible.
What is it?
This is Laura. My friend. Why would she do such a thing? I cannot believe this. I've known her for years. We just spoke the other day. How dare she? But how did she know UX handle? Oh, I remember telling her your X handle.
Now you know why I had to bring it up. She is clearly trying to take advantage of it. You shouldn't have given her my details in the first place, Sharon. You made a big mistake. It is not her business to know my specific social media handle and professional life.
I was just so happy and proud of you. I was trying to show her that God is faithful.
I understand that, but you must learn to protect what God has given you. The enemy does not always come from outside. Sometimes he uses people very close to you. That is why the Bible instructs us on prudence. Proverbs 22, verse 3 says, "The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it." You were simple, Sharon. You gave an enemy the map to your treasure. You have to be careful with sensitive information like that. I am telling you, some women have surrendered their man, and men have surrendered their woman, to their own friends simply because they carelessly shared their partner's sensitive details, creating access where there should have been none. Don't let your joy make you reckless.
You're right. I see my mistake clearly. The excitement made me drop my guard. Thank you for telling me, Dave. Thank you for your integrity and for shutting her down immediately. I will handle this matter. I vow to warn her never to send you message again. Enough. Our friendship is clearly over.
Life throws challenges at people, and sometimes even close friends or family can cause trouble, as we've just seen. But I need you to know something. There won't be anybody or anything that can come between us. I can assure you of that.
I believe that too, Dave.
I believe God brought us together. Our union is founded on more than just feelings. It's founded on divine purpose. When something is established by God, no scheme of man can truly succeed against it. And that purpose is leading us to the altar.
That is the most beautiful declaration, Dave. Hearing you say that fills me with such peace and joy. I thank God for your assurance and your integrity. I can't believe I have to do this. Laura, my friend, she tried to take Dave. It is absolute wickedness. I feel sick. I need to warn her right now. I will call her and speak on a very serious note. I must be strong. I cannot let her think this is a joke. I need to make sure she understands that if she tries to message Dave again, there will be serious consequences. I was blind to her jealousy. But I am not blind anymore. After this call, we are done. Henceforth, We better be apart. I will not be friends with a snake like that. This friendship is completely over. Sharon is calling me. Hi, baby girl. Laura. I'm calling you for one reason only. Listen very carefully to what I have to say. Sharon, what is going on? Your voice sounds terrible. I know what you did. I know about every single like, every comment, and every message you sent to Dave while he was away. He showed me the entire conversation history. You used the trust I gave you to try and pursue my fiancé. Sharon, please, it was just terrible advice from someone else. I was desperate. Your desperation is not an excuse for betrayal. You attempted to steal the most important relationship in my life. You used the pride I had in my man against me. Consider this your first and final serious note of warning. You are not to contact Dave again. You are not to follow him, like his photos, or try to create any channel of communication whatsoever. Do you understand me? Yes. I understand. I am deeply sorry. Your apology changes nothing. Your actions showed me exactly who you are, and that you are not worth being friends with. Friendship is built on loyalty, not on plotting against one another. You broke that trust completely. So, I'm done. Henceforth, we better be apart. I will not be friends with you, Laura. Our connection ends right now. Goodbye. I destroyed my friendship with Sharon. I listened to Sandra's wicked advice and let my jealousy take over. That whole plan was evil, and it failed completely. Now I have no man, and my best friend is gone. I deeply regret everything.
Overexcitement often leads to carelessness. The first necessity is to guard your blessings. Be careful about sharing intimate details of your success, as envy lurks in unexpected places. Not every person who celebrates you can handle your good fortune without temptation. Also, you must desist from jealousy. It is a destructive force that targets others' happiness and guarantees failure. The wicked plan to steal someone else's happiness resulted in no gain and the complete destruction of a long-standing friendship. Finally, choose your counsel wisely. Always reject advice that violates your conscience or encourages manipulation. Integrity is the only sustainable strategy for securing a lasting future.